Legendary composer Hans Zimmer, the genius behind the iconic scores of Inception, Dune, and The Lion King, has once again captivated audiences. This time, not just with his music, but with his philosophy of composing. In his new concert film, Hans Zimmer and Friends, Diamond in the Desert, Zimmer reveals something surprising. He doesn't write music for directors, producers, or movie studios. Instead, he writes for a fictional figure he calls Doris, a hard-working single mother from Bradford, UK, who cherishes her rare nights out at the movies. His goal, to make sure she never regrets spending her hard-earned money on a film. The documentary, which premieres globally in cinemas today, is a hybrid of a concert and an intimate look into Zimmer's creative process. Featuring breathtaking performances of his greatest compositions, from Interstellar and Gladiator to his Oscar-winning scores for Dune and The Lion King, the film also includes conversations with some of his closest collaborators, such as Christopher Nolan, Denis Villeneuve, Billie Eilish, Johnny Marr, and even actors like Timothée Chalamet and Zendaya. Zimmer, who once battled stage fright, credits his transition to live performances to Pharrell Williams and Johnny Marr. The two convinced him to step out from behind the studio screen and connect with audiences in real time. Since then, his live concerts have become grand, immersive experiences, drawing thousands of fans worldwide. But despite working with some of the most acclaimed directors, Christopher Nolan, Ridley Scott, Ron Howard, and more, Zimmer's storytelling always begins with music. One of the most remarkable moments in the documentary is when he recalls how he composed the theme for Interstellar without knowing the film was about space travel. Instead, Nolan sent him a heartfelt letter about fatherhood, and Zimmer's composition ended up shaping the soul of the movie. Zimmer's journey in Hollywood has been nothing short of extraordinary, from turning down Batman Begins at first, to writing the fastest theme of his career for Pirates of the Caribbean, to crafting deeply personal music like the Mufasa's death scene in The Lion King, a piece he describes as a requiem for his own father. While Zimmer won an Oscar for Dune, Part 1, his work for Dune. Part 2 was disqualified from the Academy Awards due to rules on reusing thematic material. But Zimmer has no regrets. He continued composing long before the second movie was greenlit, believing that the music would help director Denis Villeneuve bring the story to life. Beyond films, Zimmer is now focused on preserving the magic of orchestral music. Alongside working title co-founders Tim Bevan and Eric Fellner, he has taken on the massive project of revamping the historic Maida Vale Studios in London. His vision? To create a space where orchestras, artists, and radical thinkers can collaborate and keep the spirit of live music alive. As Zimmer himself puts it, when an audience sees an orchestra playing together, finding the same emotion on a note, there's a sense of togetherness and joy that you can't get anywhere else. If we lose that, we lose a huge part of what makes us human. Hans Zimmer's music has shaped generations of cinema lovers, and with this latest film, audiences get to step inside his world like never before. Subscribe to our channel to get the latest news and updates on the world's greatest artists and storytellers.